Let's check this out.
What they do?
The police killed my daughter, came in my apartment and shoved her off the balcony.
Some explosive allegations on social media from the mother of a young woman who fell from a high-rise balcony to her death Wednesday evening. The sign that reads, "Rest in Power, Regis Korchinski-Paquet," is now mostly covered in bouquets of flowers, and tape in the shape of a heart encircles the spot where the young black woman landed just after 5:15.
Now, before I go on, we got an instance of swirling once again. I believe the mother was with this white man. That's why you see Korchinski as the last name. I think it was a Russian guy or some shit. But as I said with the George Floyd case, I'm not going to be a hypocrite. Right now, even though the swirling is involved, I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about the life. I'm more concerned and focused on the life that was taken. Because right now, like I said, it's alleged that this happened, that these police officers are the ones that's responsible for her death. But I wouldn't put it past, because it's happened in the past. We had an incident where there was a black mother who thought that she had heard someone in her house. She called police, and she had a knife in her hand because she was going to defend herself and her children. When the police came in, they didn't know that she was the one that called the police for help, and they killed her. Now the situation, from what I understand from this situation here, from this particular instance, there was a problem with the girl's mental health. She had a mental breakdown, and I guess the mother, father, the family just called to get help with the girl because I guess she was out of control, and they just wanted to calm her down. They didn't want nothing to happen to her. They just wanted to calm her down. And unfortunately, calling the police led to her death.
Mom, help.
A mother's heartbreak, a tragedy that began when she called the police for help.
My daughter ended up dead. So I don't understand.
Regis Korchinski-Paquet had epilepsy and experienced a seizure earlier in the day, says her family, causing her mental health distress and conflict in their apartment. Police were called to help de-escalate. The family says the 29-year-old
You see that man right there?
That's in the unit with officers.
I think that's the mother's boyfriend or husband.
From a 24th floor balcony. The case has been referred to Ontario's Special Investigations Unit, a police watchdog agency.
This is my sister. She means so much to me.
Yeah, see?
We need to find justice for her.
You see the swirling was going on.
Police chief
Yeah, okay. Let's not do that.
And defended his force.
I support my men and women based on the limited information.
Another hand-picked puppet talking about how his men did the right thing, defending his men. Dude, I'm so tired of hearing people like you. At this point, we should already expect that the police are just going to back each other up. Even the black ones are going to back up the ones who did this. We know how the game is played. We know how it works these days. Okay? And when a police officer actually goes against his men, his force, men and women of the police force, they will be, ostracized, criticized, and looked at as the enemy because they're actually exposing the truth. Now, you and me have heard this story. I don't know what really happened. You don't know what really happened. We can only speculate and believe what we want to believe. Did this girl jump off, commit suicide because she was in a mental state? Thought the police were trying to kill her because they were there? I don't know. Did the police really throw this girl off if they were manhandling her, trying to calm her down and picked her up? And then, I don't even want, but I can't say that it couldn't happen because we know, ladies and gentlemen, this does happen. And these police will pretend that, it was an accident, this and that. You don't know. You got the video of the brother recording as his sister's laying on the ground. Talking about the police just threw her, was that his cousin or I think that was the brother. Yeah, that she's lying on the floor, the police did it. I mean, come on. This is just another case. We've seen so many cases of, and I've showed you just only a couple of examples in a previous video, where we got police who are supposed to serve and protect the people. Not just their people, but the people in general. That means all people. And when you're calling the police to come and protect you, you're the one that needs protection against them. You seen the Tatiana Jefferson murdered in her own home. Playing video games. Okay? With her nephew, I believe. And the police officer stalks in the night like a fucking burglar and shoots her. Okay? We've seen instances with Sandra Bland. We've seen instances with Eric Garner. We've seen so many instances at this point. If I did a video on all the people that were killed by police, the video would be very long. And it might be more than just one video, because I probably couldn't fit everything in one video. It's a damn shame that this girl lost her life. People calling the police for protection, calling the police for help, and then this happens. Okay? Now, like I said, that man you saw, you might have seen that man in the report when they were just talking. I was talking a little bit over it. He was holding a little black baby in his hands. I think that was this girl's child, if I'm not mistaken. But the mother was a swirler. The mother was with that white man, okay? And I'm not going to get into the swirling thing, because it'd be so easy for me to get into it and say that this is, this is another example of why. How could you be with the people that are killing your people? But I'm not going to get with that. I'm not going to do that. This focus is on this girl. She's dead. And I hope they find out what happened. I really can't say a lot in this situation, because with the video for George Floyd, we had evidence right there on camera. Right now, I'm not saying I deny or I don't believe what has happened, but I need to follow this case more to see. And I'm not trying to take the white people's way out either. I want to know for sure if these bastards killed her. We're hearing the family say that the girl is dead because she is dead, but did she really fall off? Did they throw her off? I don't know. I hate to hear stories like this because it angers me. Every single instance, majority of the time, 9 times out of 10, when black people come into contact with police, it does not end well for the black person. Either you go to jail or you're dead. And I'm so sick of hearing stories like this, which is why I tend not to talk about stories like this anymore. I let them go. But these are 2 stories that were big that I had to talk about and share my opinion, regardless of views or not, because I just want to get the negative energy that I was feeling out of me. And special thanks to Brother Water Sniper for putting the video up and alerting me to this, because I just found out about it when I looked at his channel and saw the report about this, and I wanted to discuss it really quickly. So the update in this case is facts that are being put out now is that there was a call, and the mother and the brother were told to wait outside because of this incident that was going on. There was some incident involving some sort of weapon, I guess a knife. I don't know what it was, but they just said a weapon. And the police went inside with this girl, and a couple of minutes later, the mother heard help, 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 and then nothing else. And then the next thing that you know, the girl her lifeless body is just out there on the lawn. From all the way up there to the bottom of the ground. She's just lying there dead. I'm going to be honest with you, ladies and gentlemen. As much as I ain't have no facts in this, and I just wanted to share my thoughts on this shit does hurt me. It makes me sad, just like the George Floyd situation. And I have no love for swirling. I know her mother was probably, there's no problem. Her mother's a swirler. George Floyd was a swirler. But at this point, to me, a black person is still a black life. And for someone to lose their life the way that these 2 people lost theirs is sad. Still going to be trying to figure out exactly what happened. I'm going to be looking more into this case so I can maybe make an update video on it again. But it's sad. You look at the pictures of this girl, you see her when she's young. And, people that got mental illness, they can't control some of the things that they do. They have to take medication for that. And it's just sad. It really is. I don't like seeing anybody in my community die. I don't like swirling at all, but, even though I say some things about swirling, I can't stand it, and I'll never agree or accept it. The black person is still a black person, and as much as I don't want to feel something for people that swirl, I do. So I felt something for George Floyd, and I feel something for this girl here who, as far as I'm concerned, as far as I know, was not a swirler. Her mother was, but she's still a black woman, and is a black life snuffed out. The same goes for Breonna Taylor, who was murdered. And all those people out there who are trying to say that this is a black man versus a black woman thing, like we care more about and are outraged more about George Floyd's death than Breonna Taylor's death, you're full of shit. You're the real race baiters out there. You're the real instigators out there, I should say. Because when a black life is taken, period, from the police, when a black life is taken even from in our own backyard, from our own people, when we do this black on black crime shit that they always want to throw at us. It's never good. It wasn't good when I was a kid. It's not good now. Me as a grown ass man, I don't like it. It hurts. There's pain when I see these stories. Maybe you don't hear it in my voice all the time because I don't like to cry on, but I'm a grown ass man. I'm going to cry if I'm hurting. And if I feel some sort of thing for these people, because these are my people. So right now, it's sad that this girl lost her life to die like that. Just all the way up there on the 24th floor to fall. Man, I can't even imagine what the mother's going through. I can't imagine what George Floyd's family's going through. I can imagine that it's bad and it's really painful, but I really cannot truly imagine because it's not my family member, but I still feel some sort of pain for these people. Stop making this a black woman, black man thing. It's a black people thing, and we all feel pain for the loss of a black woman and a black man, for all black people that have lost their lives senselessly, okay? I'll talk to you next time. R.I.P. Regis.